Hello, today I'm going to do a quick overview of how to identify and explain how to use stem changing verbs. So number one, let's start off with what is a stem changing verb. So a stem changing verb is a verb that has a change that occurs in the stem portion of the verb. So this means with a verb like cantar, so we are going to drop the AR and the CANT is going to be our stem. So usually that's the part of the verb that does not change. However, we're going to see a slight change when we use nosotros or vosotros. So here's the good news. After changing the stem, regular verb endings are added to the end as usual. So that's pretty easy. So there's four types, as you're going to see right here. So U to EU, O to UE, E to I, and E to IE. Now, a lot of students have been asking, how do I know whether it's a stem changing verb? And here's the other thing. You need to memorize just like you would memorize the definition or whether it is regular or irregular, you need to know that these words are stem changing. So stem changing verbs are also called boot or shoe verbs. Now take a look here. And the reason why we mention it is if you see yo, to, he, she, and they, all of these are going to have the change. So we see that empezar is an E to IE verb. However, nosotros and vosotros, empezamos and empezáis, do not change the stem. They stay the same. So as you can see here with the word jugar, we went over this word with the uh, sports and hobbies unit. You can see here, yo juego, tú juegas, él juega, nosotros jugamos, and juegan. Now for the O to UE, with the word dormir is to sleep, and you might recognize that in dormitory. So we have here yo duermo, tú duermes, él duerme, nosotros dormimos, and ellos, ellas, and ustedes duermen. All right, and I also ask students to memorize a certain number of verbs. So I can is yo puedo. To have lunch is its own verb. So you can say yo almuerzo. And for something to cost, and students will see this a lot when we have to ask, for example, how much does it cost? Cuánto cuesta is the verb to costar. Now, these are much less. However, E to I, we have pedir. And this is to ask or to request something. So we're going to use this when we ask in a restaurant for a glass of water. So yo pido, tú pides, él pide, nosotros pedimos, and piden. And I ask students to circle servir. So yo sirvo, or el restaurante sirve pizza. So the restaurant serves pizza. Now, most of these stem changing verbs, for example, E to IE, are actually going to be in this category. So pensar is the word to think. And students might see that in the word pensive. So someone is thinking, they're pensive. Yo pienso, tú piensas, él piensa, nosotros pensamos, and piensan. So we've got three verbs here that students need to circle in their interactive notebook. Prefiero, to prefer. Yo prefiero. Querer, students, and you might recognize this from the Taco Bell dog. So yo quiero. Or in many Spanish love songs, we see te quiero, I love you. And to recommend is recomendar. And look where I've made an underline mark. Unfortunately, you might be tempted to put the E, the IE on the RE. However, it's actually going to be in men. So, yo recomiendo. All right. And here's some examples that we did. The professor sleeps after class. It's going to be el profesor duerme después de la clase. You ask for the bell in the restaurant. Tú pides la cuenta en el restaurante. Luis y yo, that's going to be nosotros. So we are going to use Luis y yo jugamos al hockey. I think of the response, the answer. Yo pienso en la respuesta. Entender is to understand, another great verb. Students will not need to know this for the test, but la clase entiende español. And as you can tell, even though class might be made of many students, la clase is going to be singular. Pablo and Enrique quieren comer, so they want to eat. And yo sirvo la comida, I serve the food. All right, los estudiantes juegan en el gimnasio, so they play in the gymnasium. Nosotros podemos ir a la fiesta, so we can go to the party. Tú empiezas la tarea, you begin the homework. Ellos repiten las palabras, so they repeat the words. Yo almuerzo a las 12, so I have lunch at 12. ¿Recomiendas tú el libro? So do you recommend the book? Nosotros preferimos el pollo, so we prefer the chicken. And the car costs a lot. El carro cuesta mucho. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's an overview of what we did in class. Please give me a feedback or commentary, and I will try to answer your questions better. Thank you very much.